Hi-oh, beaver! Away!
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to this week's coverage of ETF2L Season 14 Premiership Highlander Week 3, brought to you by KritzKast. Tonight, you'll be witnessing greatness in one corner. Two-time Premiership champions, the Highlander Tyrants, SDCK, are going to be very eager to get a 6-0 tonight after taking a pretty unfortunate defeat against their long-standing rivals, Strong Opinions. So they're going to be wanting to get back on the top of the leaderboards. And on the opposing side, it's the fresh meat of Prem. Although you wouldn't have guessed by the way they've been playing. It's going to be inVision. My name is Chando. Wiethoofd's going to be in productions, and I'm joined here by none other than Zamparonie in the casting booth. Zamp, how are you today? You excited for this match?
I'm pretty excited. Yeah, we'll see how inVision will do today, because SDCK is obviously the better component here. But let's see, inVision got maybe more gimmicks today than they had last season.
Yeah, I mean, this is the map for gimmicks after all. So if there's one map that they have a strong chance at beating the top dogs, it's going to be it's going to be CP still, surely.
Yeah, definitely. But still, SDCK will still be really hard to beaten on steel. This is one of their best maps as well. So
yeah, they've seemed very strong on this map in the past, and them playing together for so long, they're going to have some good synergy. I mean, inVision have been playing together quite a lot as well in UGC as well, and had a fairly decent season. So I think both teams have got that strong cohesion together. So it's just going to be a matter of good DM, and there are some good players from both sides as well. inVision taking quite a lot of the new and upcoming talents, like Hugo, for example, been doing really well on Pyro. Really standing out as like a pretty up and coming heavy, and Kunu, of course, he's former Premiership debut of the season, and pretty good sniper at the moment. So they got some really good names. Whether or not they have the opportunity to take a win against the current sort of powerhouse team, you could say, we will see. So I mean, if you want to maybe do a quick rundown of these rosters before we go live.
yeah, sure. Let me start with inVision, sure?
Go for it.
So we have Tasu on Scout, I Stole Your Bees on Soldier, 1 HP, formerly now known as Hugo, on Pyro, Yixo on Demoman, Tuja on Heavy, Bonobo on Engineer, Koff, Sniper, and Tommy27 on Spy. And last but not least, it's Tercio on Medic.
Yes, very, very powerful roster. And coming in for SDCK, it's going to be May on Scout, Jackie Legs coming in on Soldier, Yahoo on Pyro. The demo is going to be Sandburn, formerly was their Heavy, has switched over, and now Justice is going to be playing Heavy for them. Team leader Clark coming in as Engineer. Daegu is going to be playing Medic. I think he might be murking. I think Sprayer has had to leave, so that Daegu has stepped in as a sub. Burn will be playing Sniper, and Granger Bob is going to be on Spy now for this season. Unfortunately, what was their old Spy's name? He was
Z-Man with no ears.
Z-Man with no ears, an absolute legend. But Granger Bob, equally respected amongst the Premiership spies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's not back to his former glory like he used to be, but he's getting back there. I can see that, definitely.
He's definitely getting there, yeah. And SDCK, probably the preferred winners for this match. When you say, Zamp, I mean, like they did take a lose to Strong Opinions, but that was going to be a close game. But I think they should be feeling pretty confident about this map. I think they've got a good chance. So quick predictions, maybe.
I would say inVision could definitely take a point, but it's all since they're starting defending. If we see a good defense, they might not have enough time to get through the defense on their attack side then. So definitely all in the stars still.
Yeah, still anyone's game as we go live now. This is inVision versus SDCK Week 3 ETF2L Premiership of Season 14 of Highlander. God, that has gone quick. Okay, so we're looking at a B setup, pretty standard stuff. For anyone who doesn't know, Steel, maybe new to competitive, the A point is pretty much disregarded. on the defending team, and you just put all your eggs onto B, as it's just a little safer. It's too easy to take both points if you split your assets. So the entire team will be setting up on the B point here. Tuja is going to be playing on the Battleman's area. Level 3 getting an aggressive spot, and both medics on the Medigun as well. No medic gun gimmicks just yet as the doors open. Straight out onto A point, SDCK wasting no time. Going to be pushing up. Kunu getting the first pick onto Burn. That's a good pick there now. Yixo is going to be able to push up freely and put out some good spam damage. And they're off to a good start here, Zamp.
Yeah, definitely, but like, you can already see they're going for an AE rush. So when Kunu doesn't rotate fast enough, Burn will be set up already. So it will be making little difference at the end of the day.
Definitely, yeah, they should now be getting expected of a AE push there, but no one is rotating, however. They are a little slow on the rotation there. It is going to be Thazoo, but he gets taken out by Mei in the spawns, and Kunu goes down to Grenchabob. Now they're getting a good setup here. Justice already holding BCE connector here, and it's going to be Mei just standing on the point. The bomb from Jackie Legs comes in. They're keeping them out. They're doing their job. Mei finally going to back up, but doing good so far. They have locked down. They've already got that level 3 set up. They're wasting no time. Yahoo on the rotator doors. Now Daegu's going to be pushing in here. Jackie Legs goes down to Yugo. Now they're putting some spam on that point there, and now the Ubers are actually going to come out onto Yugo there, countered onto Mei. Going in favour, doesn't really go any way. Finally, Kunu gets the pick onto Burn, and it looks like SDCK may not be able to do as much here. Mei now just more or less playing the distraction role, because on the B side, it's going to be Sandburn is just going to walk onto the point now. Jackie Legs following up. Now it's a 2k. Thazoo and Ixo going down. That's going to keep the momentum going, and it looks like, yeah, that's right. Tuja's going down. Tertium as well. So many frags. Only 3 up. They're going to be securing B and probably taking this straight onto C now.
Yeah, definitely. You could see like Sandburn wasn't even on E the complete time. He was on A on the little window part, and he just like pretty much rotated on B, instantly capping and like just starting to like pretty much mess with the combo from inVision. It was pretty strong play there. It was probably intended, but yeah, it was looking really interesting. Now
very well played, absolutely. And yeah, they've wasted no time at all, just like pushing on now to the C point here. It looks like they're going to get it more or less without any contest at all. inVision playing the smart, just giving it up, cutting their losses, and now it looks like they're going to have to try and hold down in White Room perhaps, as the Zoo goes down, currently holding in the D area. Bit of contest onto the E point now from Mei. He's doing a really good job just distracting right now.
I wouldn't say it's a distraction pretty much, but like from C to E is like fairly common, but like pushing into White Room is pretty strong, and Sandwich letting it raining down on Percy and Tuja here. I'm not sure if it was a drop, but it was pretty strong looking.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either, but he isn't stopping yet. He goes on and manages to get a good 2 pipes onto Ixo, and now Justice is going to follow up from the server room, and they are going to be getting on to D without any trouble there. Kunu trying to get the legendary pick onto Daegu, but he isn't going to be able to get the connecting shot there. And now they're just putting all their eggs into holding E now. They're doing a good job on 3 people on it, and they're completely locking it down. Tuja coming in though. He's going to actually almost able to take down Justice, falling very weak, but he gets taken down. Tommy as well, so many frags, and that's not going to take too long at all. 3 minutes 20, Zamp. That is an insane time.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. What they pretty much did, they start focusing, pressuring E while they're being on ED. Pretty good rotation there. Their flank was, I believe, on E, while the rest of them were on D, blocking the spawn. And we can see an unlock here from Sandwich with the Scottish resistance on defense. So might as well see something really good here, real quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is like a preconceived strat here, or if he's just kind of mucking around a little bit and just gloating in his 3 minute 20 second the time. So you know, I mean, it's a very. I mean, I completely agree with you. That sort of fake rotation. It's something we've seen a lot actually at Prem. You kind of push into E, get them all to rotate, and then do a quick rotation back onto B, and it's saves so much time. It's so much better than trying to do a suicide wave onto B, and they executed it perfectly. And now it's just a matter of seeing how is inVision going to tackle this very quick time. Are they going to go straight to E? Because I think they might have to, Zam.
Yeah, definitely. 3-minute 20 is not the best time to want to go to B. So they just have to go for this 100% luck play now. Everything needs to work out on E for them now, and this will be fairly hard against SDCK.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, and the sign's already there. They've already got the sentry being built now on the A point there. And it looks like they're going to be committing to it. And Py-bun knows it. You know, he's got these sticky... Oh, he's back on... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, he's back on normal now. Oh, that's a shame. But he knows that they're going to be going onto the E there. He's got all his stickies ready on there. KANNONEN drop down. Gets the pick onto Degu, however. Wow, now they're wasting no time. inVision pushing straight in. Here, Ixo getting the sentry down really weak. Does actually manage to get it out in time, however. Burn's going to back up. He is going to be caught out there. No one really wants to risk him at the same time. Bonobo, however, goes down to a stab by Granger. And now the spam from Sambone from the top area. It's actually pretty good damage there, but he is going to have to back out. Actually manages to get KANNONEN, though, in time. The Zoo taking down A and Ixo taking down Justice has put them in a good stead there. They have only got 2 minutes, though, Zamp. Can they still do it?
Fair enough, but Burn's still behind her and gets the hero shot on Tercio there.
What the heck was that? Wow, I am speechless. Yeah, so basically, yeah, 2 pretty phenomenal drops there by 2 phenomenal snipers, and now they are still going to be pushing in here, but Degu's going to hold about a 40% Uber advantage here. They've pushed into BCE, but they've more or less got to play the E point now if they want any chance. The Zoo going to try and jump the point there, gets spammed instantly by Jackie Legs, doing a very good job of holding off that E point. Chad Burn getting the pick onto the Zoo as well, slowing things down even more. Now they're stuck here. Tommy goes down along with B as well, getting stabbed at the same time, and they are just milling about in this BCE now. They've got to make a decision of what they want to do. They can only really hold. They can only really go for the E play. KANNONEN goes down now to Burn, and they can only really get the E point if they've got their scout up. And as long as they keep denying that scout from the point, they haven't got a chance in hell.
Definitely, they need to start focusing E really harder now. It's 50 seconds left. 45 seconds is needed to cap the point, and I'm pretty sure this will be almost impossible for inVision this round. Now finally by Tazu got the right mindset, getting on the point regardless whatsoever. But still, SDCK just runs in and kills everybody in inVision. Now inVision finally gets a high ground here, so they need to start capping the point if they want to like achieve a round here. Yixu decides to fall down almost, and he actually does.
What was that all about? He could have just jumped the point, but now they're on times 3. They've got so many picks. It's a huge ton of events, and it could just work for them. You know, they have really no one's actually contesting it. They have. Someone needs to do something fast. There's 10 seconds left. They just need to get on the point there. Finally, the spam from Sambone comes out, and they're slowing them down. They get off the point, and that's it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Everyone's going for it, but it's not going to be enough. So close, but it's not going to matter. And SDCK are going to take the first round in a absolute nail-bitingly close first round.
Yeah, definitely. If inVision would have rotated quicker or made a decision, go on E now, it doesn't matter anyways. They would have probably taken it by a small pinch there, but they decided to be late on that and throw the round around, pretty much. Like, they had this in the bag if they would be just 10 seconds quicker.
Oh yeah, they were sort of, I kind of had the plan set up. I could see the sentry was being built on the BCE connector, and they were getting everyone in the position, and then they were just a bit slow to actually go with the plan. And if they'd done it a few seconds earlier, exactly as you said, I think they could have taken that. That point was probably about 3 seconds from being captured, and it was only on Sambone being able to on the respawn along with Jackie Legs, and they were able to sort of push out as a team and get those players off the point. They were able to secure that victory there, so it was so close. I mean, it was good effort by inVision. I mean, it's very incredible that they were able to get that close in the first place. It was a well executed plan, really. They had it down to the second as well. They saw 45 seconds and the Zoo was on the point. So fair play to him there. But wasn't enough, and they are not going to be able to take the first round here. So we're going to go into the second round now, and it's going to be inVision on the defense. I think they'll be attacking. They'll be attacking, my bad. So yeah, inVision now attacking, so we're going to be able to see if they have a slightly different strat. I mean, it'll be completely different, don't you think, Zamp? That they don't have that like 3-minute timer to beat. Their strategies can change a little bit. They're not under as much pressure, and we might see something completely different coming out from them.
I wouldn't. If I would be in inVision, I would probably say stick to the plan what we just did pretty much. It was pretty strong what they did against SDCK, and they almost did it when like the people wouldn't walk off the point for no reason or like decide to fall 2 times in a pit. Stuff like that. If they wouldn't happen, they would have the point after all, so stick to the plan pretty much. Do A, fake E, go B, stuff like that. If this works again for them, they should constantly do that. This looked pretty good for them.
I mean, yeah, it does make them look really good. Having a close round against the sort of like the leading team, you could say, it must give them a bit of confidence. Even if they lose this game, they can know that they've, you know, kind of had a really, really good time, and fair play to that. As the doors open, going to be pushing out. They're going to be rushing up onto balcony to try and take down Justice. They do, indeed, with the help of Bees, the help of the demo man IXO as well. And now Jackie Legs is going to make that jump up there, but they're holding it quite well. Looks like they might be looking for a B push there. The force comes out, however. Samburn playing way too aggressive. Got caught up by a WM on Pyro, and Daegu popped to save him. Now, Tertia is going to have full 100% Uber advantage, and that's looking very, very if they can make something of it, but it looks like they're going to opt to go to it instead. Don't think they've realised it yet. You've got a huge amount of SDCK playing on B at the moment, and they are going to be pushing in. Granger Blob goes down. It's only going to be May there to try and contest it, and they're starting to push in now with Tuja and the Bees, the soldier, pushing in now. They've got the level 3 sentry getting built in White Room, and Fazoo getting the pick onto Sandburn's a great pick actually, and now they're going to be pushing in here once they get enough players here. Burn as well going down. 2 of the most important players, the Demo Man and the Sniper, getting picked there, and Granger gets the revenge with the stab onto Tuja here. I don't really know what they've done with this. They had a really good opportunity, but it looks like they've kind of just... I don't know what they were doing, Zamp.
They pretty much dropped down from B to B, what was a big mistake if they would just run into E pretty much with the thermatic dives. Like, or get the Uber early, just push into the BC connector and just kill SDCK out of this room, get people in there, spam them, and then start cap E. This could be their round, but they decided to, well, drop down on B for a strange reason I can't see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what they were thinking. Now, I was imagining they would go to E and try and recreate that, recreate the push that they did last time, because it was very successful. As I say that, Dazu finally getting onto the point there, and Kunu getting the pick onto Burn there, as he's going to have to jump off. Now they're pushing into E. Now they've actually gone through. They must have read my mind, but they are going to have to back out, as Tertia only on 75% there. They were a little premature, and they did unfortunately lose IXO. Bonobo now playing by himself. He's seeing if he can get any legendary hero picks there, but he doesn't. So they are now going to be... Are they going to be dropping down with just the Pyro? I think maybe not. They can't be that idiotic. No, they're going to go back for a E side push here on the Pyro. They're going to push into White Room, getting the pick onto the Scout and Clark as well. Now they're also committing to a push onto B here, but it's only Tuja. Jackie Legs putting out the spam, falling very weak, but does manage to pick off Tuja with the help of Yahoo. And yeah, now they're really committing to this E push here. The Uber comes out, in fact. They can maybe get Samburn, but Ixo's out of ammo, but Koff finishes him off. And yeah, now the rotation from SDCK is coming out from the shutter doors, but no one's there, and unfortunately Ixo gets picked off.
Yeah, it looked pretty strong for them. They can still do it pretty much. They had a lot of people down from SDCK, so they could have picked up positions, but like, I don't know, they didn't really decide to do that. They rather like run off. I saw like Bees waddling off somewhere into C real quick, rotating there in. I'm not really getting that. Yeah, they have time after all. I don't see Tuja at the moment. Tuja is just by himself with Kazu today, so I don't know. They're really like uncoordinated here a bit, maybe. One steal. Maybe a lot of pressure there. But still.
I think, yeah, I mean, I haven't really seen their combo as like a solid unit this entire round, to be honest. They finally got some cohesion now. You know, they got the pyro and the heavy and the medic together with the flank playing on the point now. So this is a fairly good position to be in. You got Ixo now playing on the spawner, so they finally found a position to hold here. But still, the heavy and the combo just aren't there, and they're not going to be able to get the heals out for the players on the point, and they're falling very weak. And I don't know what they're thinking now. I don't know where the other team's gone. I guess they pushed on to C. Maybe it was a distraction play, which is kind of smart. But in my opinion, you maybe should have just opted just to go for the E push there, because they were in a good position just to lock down all those choke points and actually capture E. They didn't have to rotate half their team to take C.
Yeah, pretty much what they should have done is put their combo into white room, lock that down, and then push with your medic and pyro there while your demo is distracting them with their, I believe, soldier it was on the sentry spot on E. But now they're kind of like struggling to go back and forth. Tuja is again now here. He can finally jump onto the point, and there's a pop actually, but he was being forced. I didn't. So
yeah, the Uber's kind of come out now. Bad Uber for inVision now, and a very good one actually for SDCK, but they do get locked off. The Uber doesn't quite last long enough, and no one's watching Jackie Legs, and he manages to pick off Hugo and Ixo, and everyone on that point has just been annihilated now. Reclaimed the E point here to follow out by himself, try and get a pick onto the medic. Very nearly gets him, but it's going to be Daegu that actually manages to back off, and now Sunburn doing a lot of work here, putting out a lot of damage, takes down several players there. And Daegu, however, does actually get picked off, so that's going to give the advantage to Tertio by about 25%. They are going to walk back onto point now. Ixo locking down the D connector, and the players are piling onto point 2, just holding the white room. Good positioning from all angles there. Someone needs to watch BCE. Garendra Bob goes in. She just has to back out, getting caught, gets the sap, goes in, gets caught out again though. And now they've got it there, but they've opted to jump off the point. Someone needs to commit to it. They've just backed out. Now Thazu falls very weak. Tuja comes in, but Tommy gets the stab onto Daegu before Ixo goes down. Jackie Legs doing a lot of work as well, but Tertio can hold the 60% advantage there. They are going to be walking straight back in, but it's just Tuja. It's just Tuja, and he's going to get picked off. He can't take them all on. And now they really need to just be regrouping here. They've got this Uber advantage. If they can just regroup, they can recommit to the E push.
Yeah, definitely. When you think about it, if they could actually go from C to Death Corridor and just push into E again, they have like, I think the time limit anyways are broken at this point, so it doesn't really matter how they play on time. They just need to cap it at one point. But what I would suggest to them would be let your flank go the pressure, then start pressuring from both sides, because we all see they just rotate through right room and clean it off once again. Kinda looks promising since SDCK managed to die completely here. So this could be actually the cap if they don't respawn quick enough.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, yeah, now they're just piled onto point here, and loads of deaths from SDCK. They are going to be respawning any second now, but it might not be enough time. They're able just to get locked off by the Pyro. They're doing a lot of work. Hugo locking them back in their spawns, and a 7-minute, 7-second time is fairly respectable, don't you think, Zamp? I mean, they must... I mean, I'm sure SDCK can't be too worried after a really successful first round, but 7 minutes is decent, you know?
7 minutes is quite long for Steel. Like, a lot of teams consider 5 minutes on Steel being a bad time, so... I'm not sure about that.
So maybe I'm just being optimistic.
Maybe you're being a bit too optimistic, but it's still all in the cards, pretty much. If, like, inVision actually managed to hold now a point without getting baited out from SDCK so badly, they could manage that completely.
It's definitely a manageable time. It's definitely not, you know, all hope is lost. I'm pretty confident that inVision seem to look like they've sort of warmed up a little bit, and they've kind of come together a little more. But if they can't deal with the aggressive style that SDCK have adopted, then this might be another quick round, Zamp. So as we do get ready to go live, for anyone checking in, this is inVision versus SDCK on KritzKast, and this is the week 3 ETF2L Premiership Highlander, and yeah, they are going to be just pushing now onto the A point there, wasting no time. 2 picks, Sunburn and Burn, both going down. Tommy getting the pick onto Sunburn, so that's really good actually. That's going to slow things down a little bit, but it looks like they are going to be coming for this E push again. They will have to wait for Sunburn most likely. Maybe they'll just go without him. But yeah, they are getting ready to push through here. I don't think they've really noticed yet. It's just going to be touching this connector here. And they are going to be walking straight in now. Now we have to wait and see if they rotate in time. They are already on the rotation here. But it's just going to be TF2 that gets taken down. And now the entire inVision combo holding in BCE connector here. They're just locking off that point there. Loads of spam coming in from Justice. But however, the force comes out. It's going to go on to Hugo. And Daegu tries to actually save him, but he doesn't get him, and he's going to completely waste his Uber. That's a complete failure of a. That could have been a game changer out there. He really wasted it.
Yeah, definitely. But like from the beginning, what you said that they rely on Sand but not on E, I think this is not true. I mean, you just saw him again being back, and as I said, this Yahoo just runs in, rolls over Tercio, but in revenge. Hugo just kills Dick, and they halves the combo. Excuse me. So yeah, it will be now a B push, pretty simple, and now after B they're probably gonna rotate again on to E. This will go on now.
Yeah, I mean that really just kind of worked twice, didn't it? I mean they did the exact same thing on the first round, and they kind of did that E push, got them all to move over, and then they were in a bit of disarray. Where inVision and SDCK, a team that was clearly good at sort of regrouping and re-pushing incredibly quickly, were able to do exactly that onto the B point there. And now they are going to get ready to do a C push there from, as I call it, Hill. Getting ready for this push here. It's just Tuja with his medic on the point low, and now Ixo and the soldier have actually followed up here. And it looks like they are going to be pushing. No, they've not. Actually decided to back off. And they are going through BCE, but Daegu's caught out. 94%, and he's going to go down. He gets caught out there. Really unfortunate stuff there. I don't know where the rest of his team went, but inVision cleaning up on that. And now Tertius is going to hold with 100% Uber. Jackie Legs goes in for the bomb, and the force comes out. Wow, it was really well played. I don't know why they used that. I mean, Toja wasn't even weak at all. He took like one rocket, and like they decided to use that. But questionable decision. But they're going to have a more or less an equal Uber now.
And Granger gets here actually Tercio, so this is a big Uber advantage again for Daegu from SDCK, and they will be easily to rotate back here from right and into D room and locking the spawn side. Now they're gonna go into the normal E point, gonna start holding, probably capping E here. Tommy here near to Daegu. Didn't get caught out here, but runs into spawn and gets saved by that. It's interesting. Yeah, now the cap by SDCK needs to happen actually. There it is, Jackie Legs on the point.
Oh, bees! Beautiful timing there. Comes in on the D connector, and the D to E connector, and takes down the medic Daegu. And that was incredible. That was really well timed there. That's going to change the tide for Tertia, who's going to hold about 20% advantage there. Tommy as well getting the pick onto Justice, but the frags are coming back in the way of SDCK. Bees and Tuja both getting picked off. So now it's anyone's game, but SDCK, Jackie Legs just playing on the point there, slowly whistling it away. What the heck is that jetpack doing? Get it out of it. And now what? I didn't even think that thing was allowed, but no, clearly Yahoo on the jetpack there. I thought he was going to try and play the point there, but he did not. And Jackie Legs is going to get back on the point there. And now it's going to be Samba, and they're going to be playing slightly. They're going to drop down onto the lower ledge there. The force comes out, and I'm not really too sure what CK are doing at the moment. They have 2 minutes 40. Ixo getting the pick of May there. That's going to make things really difficult in terms of E cappage. They're clearly going for this, and now the Uber comes out. It's going to go onto Koff. Gets the pick onto Clark, but that's not really a big deal. But Jackie Legs and Daegu both going down. That's a big deal. And now with only 2 minutes 20 seconds left, Zamp, it's just looking pretty favourable for inVision. SDCK needs to get a grip and do something with some of these pushes.
Yeah, definitely, but I can see inVision really holding here the hero hold at the moment, and this will fade at one time or later. You can see Tercio almost died there again once more to the flanking maneuver of SDCK. So they need to hold this for 2 minutes straight now, and if they continue to play like this, they could actually do it. But it's still, I still doubt it.
It could indeed, yeah. I mean, it's they're actually doing quite a good job now here. May playing the point really well. He needs to get some heals soon. But Justice as well, holding that BC connector, doing a lot of damage. manages to take down Tuja with the help of his engineer. Now tries to get blocked from Pazoo. B's going down to reflect from Yahoo, and now it's pretty. It might well be in the bag here, as you said. So they did get their grip together. They did actually. Yeah, that is it. They're going to take it in a 6-0. But not a perfect game by them by any means. I mean, they took the victory, but in terms of their performance, compared to a pretty fresh underdog team, do you think maybe that inVision were playing really well for themselves, or do you think maybe the SDCK were a little rusty in some ways?
I would say inVision played today really well, but as well SDCK kinda like excuse me, through the game. Kind of around, but like, and at the end of the day, they got their 6 points, what they pretty much need now after losing to Strong Opinions, I think last week. So they're back in the normal.
Yeah, they're back in business for sure. You know, they're going to be edging their way back to the top of the leaderboard, and yeah, I mean, this is exactly what they needed. I mean, it was a close game though. It did come down to a matter of seconds, and on that second round, they had some pretty dreadful pushes and some situations there where, you know, their medic was getting caught out, and maybe it's the fact that Dago isn't really their main, but yeah, I mean, it definitely could do with some polishing on their cohesion on this map here. But no, that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Now we can jump into some logs real quick. I'll be going up on the screens very shortly. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, standout players, Samba, holy moly, 13-1, 510 DPM. He got like double the amount of kills of anyone else. So yeah, I mean, serious star player there. The next player was Burn and Koff coming in with 6 kills, and Bees as well with 6 kills. But wow, Sambone really kind of standing out as the only player there that actually was performing way and above the rest of the players in that game there. And so, Zam, do you have anything else to say about that? I mean, it just seems like it was just Sambone had full control of the map there.
I mean, when we go through the kills, pretty much we can see pretty much the entire Wet team on top with Sandburn and Burn. After the Kunu and Bees, and after that, pretty much Granger, Ma, Yahoo, Jackie, and after that, starts to be a bit bluish, stuff like that. So we kind of see a
pretty one-sided.
So DM wise, I say SDCK had it easily in the back, but still, it's not a DM map after all. So we could kind of see it after that.
Definitely, yeah. And as we move into round 2 as well, Jackie Legs really standing out. Actually, both soldiers standing out. Jackie Legs, though, with almost a 500 DPM, 23-10. Bees coming in with an 18-12. So both soldiers doing a ton of work there. Especially, you know, huge credit to his little drop on Daegu there. Just dropping down from the D point there and managing to take down Daegu. So, Bees really well. Hugo and Tuja as well, 2 players that I've said have been up and coming, and I believe it's their first seasons in Prem, and they've really been performing well. Yeah, so and then Sandburn coming in finally. So in terms of kills, this on the second game, way more in favor of inVision, and I think that was definitely seen because they were having some good defenses. They definitely had some decent pushes, and they were able to defend the points quite well as well. So they definitely came together on the second round, and were so credit to them. I mean, Zam, do you have anything else to really note about it?
For inVision's first season in Prem, pretty much, I say this is completely fine to lose to SDCK. I think they shouldn't be sad. I mean, they could be sad when you consider the first game being thrown by themselves. But everybody do mistakes. So I would say inVision should keep it up on Steel. This could be probably one of their best maps after all. Or I would consider it after having such a close round to SDCK on this. So yeah, keep it up inVision.
Absolutely, yes. Keep it up inVision. Yeah, so I mean that is the game, guys. It is going to be a 6-0 to SDCK. And I think that's going to wrap it up. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming and viewing us. Just a few shout outs before we finish up. We are still on the lookout for enthusiastic applicants for casting and production. So if you feel that you have potential, it's something you'd enjoy, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. And I hope Wiethoofd is spamming links in the chat at some point. And also a quick reminder of the KritzKast Patreon. So we're working harder than ever to try and get as many productions out as we can, and other streams and whatnot. So if you're a fan of the show and you'd like to give back, our Patreon again will be linked. That's a little note to Wiethoofd there. And apart from that, Saturday KritzKast podcast, I do believe, hosted by no. Okay, disregard that, guys. Sorry. Heels for Reels is going to be there instead. So Heels for Reels is a fundraiser, charity fundraiser. We're raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So please check in and see that. It's going to be great. Be on between December the 9th and December the 10th. There's going to be stuff such as Cooking with Eckstein, Twitch Plays Monopoly, Highlander, 6v6, Prolander, rocket jumping, sticky jumping, etc. So kind of like a tip of the hats thing. But yeah, I mean it's going to be great, and we love to show your support. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, no, that is a wrap, guys. I have been Chando. I've been joined by Zamparonie and the wonderful Wiethoofd has been behind the scenes. Until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.